Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. We are on the test server to check out Warchief, who has been reworked, he's been buffed. Let's take a quick look and just get a vibe for how well he is playing. How big are the shields? What's he like? Let's take a look. We need to make sure to book him up. I need to make sure not to forget. What has happened with him? Well, he now has a Brogni style passive. He doesn't reflect damage like Brogni does from shields, but whenever an ally under shield is hit by an enemy, heals that ally by 25% of the damage. So a nice little bit of healing. On top of that, it will also increase this champion's defense now by 10% for every enemy under provoke. So let's say we AoE provoke an enemy wave with 5 enemies, 50% more defense, which is nuts. Also increases his defense by 5% for every enemy not under provoke. So, I mean, we're just against that 5 enemy wave, we're getting 25% no matter what. Against Hydra, we're getting 20% no matter what. And we can get up to 25%. We can get an extra 5% if we do provoke the Head of Decay. So that's all pretty great. His A2, this will book to a 3-turn. In fact, let's book him now so we don't forget. Because I will forget. Let's be honest. It's going to happen. We would forget. And then if we click the champion button, it brings us right back. So it's a 3-turn cooldown when booked. Attacks one enemy, steals all buffs, places provoke for 3 turns. This used to be a 2-turn cooldown. Now it's 3-turn. Honestly, I don't think that's really a big deal at all because I think the 2-turn cooldown would have been crazy OP with the new shielding. And yeah, it was also like you didn't really need it, right? It was such a short cooldown with such a long provoke. It's more than enough. 3 turns is totally fine. Also has a 50%. Now that has booked up to 75% chance to place provoke on all other enemies for a turn. And it puts a shield buff on all allies proportional to this champion's defense. His A1, triple hit. Each hit actually books to a 35% chance of placing provoke. And should be just slightly over 70% then total. Each hit also heals this champion and the ally with the lowest HP by 3% of his max HP. So I think, what do we want to do? We want to build him with lots of HP, lots of defense, so he's got a nice big shield and his passive's going to make that better. Accuracy to land the provoke. Probably speed to keep it going. He actually's got decent damage multipliers. I think we're going to try squeeze some damage in as well. So I put him in some solid gear. We've got Bolster, Perception, and Stone Skin. And this is what I've tried to do. We haven't got that much health, unfortunately. 66,000. It's kind of tough to get too much health. But we've got 5,600 defense. I wanted to prioritize that nice big shield. High speed at 289. I did give him 100% crit rate, even some crit damage, and high accuracy at 386 as well. If you've got worse gear, of course, I'd say your priority is probably a decent amount of speed, you know, a good amount of speed, and then enough accuracy to provoke, and then defense. I think that the HP is definitely a luxury. I think the crit rate is definitely a luxury. The crit damage is definitely a luxury. Defense, speed, and accuracy are the 3 big stats to aim for. Like I said, I put him in Bolster, right, to just double down on the shielding. Why not? And he's going to be provoking people getting hit. So that healing, 10% per turn, is probably kind of decent. And yeah, kind of it. Standard enough sort of stuff. I've given him Brimstone. I figure he's going to be more of a PvE champion. There wasn't too much that was standing out as good, honestly. I said, oh, I don't know. Might as well give him Brimstone. Let him do that. Seems fine. For his masteries, then I've given him War Master again because he's going to be attacking every turn. I figure he's going to be good for waves and it will still keep him useful against bosses. And yeah, I let him extend his buffs. He does have, yeah, he's got the shield buff, so why not? And gave him Spirit Haste, and kind of why not? Not really benefiting from these debuffs. They can't extend Provoke. They can't make Provoke more likely to land, so no real need to. Yeah, I don't know. Let's dive in. Let's try him out. Let's take him for a spin. Oh, wow. We're really backing through all the different screens there. Unfortunately, I looked in Cursed City on hard. There is literally, on the test server, 0 stages. I checked every one, unless I missed one. No stage in Soul Cross where we can test him. None this rotation, which is kind of sad. Let's just jump into some Doom Tower. We're going to throw him in with this team right here. Now, we don't actually have an increased defense for this team, but it's probably fine. Let's throw him in. Let's give him a go. Let's just see how he's going to work in terms of shielding, provoking, etc. We're just going to go in here on auto. There he goes. Oh, look at that. 3-turn provoke. And, ooh, that's very interesting. Right away, we can see it rolls the provoke chance individually for every enemy. We got provoke on 2 enemies, but we missed the other 2. So it's not like, you know, 75% chance he provokes everyone, 25% chance he provokes no one. Not like that at all. There he goes in with Rotus, his A1, landing a provoke. That doesn't really matter because beefy. This is actually quite a nice wave. This will be a good test of his defensive capabilities. Can he protect us? Yeah, like I said, we don't have increased defense for him, so his shield's not going to be absolutely bonkers. Here he goes in. There's the shield. It's a little bit of shielding. I mean, you can certainly see between the bolster set or the shield set plus that move, even without increased defense, he's putting out pretty good. Damage seems to kind of suck, actually. No, it's not that bad. He was hitting for 9. He's hitting for about half of the style. Okay, his damage not great. We'll see at the end of it. Maybe the damage stats are... Yeah, maybe those are a bit superfluous. Maybe you're better off with just building more defense, making him tankier. This is going to hurt a good bit. He's got the heal reduction. Little Miss Annie's beating him up. Let's see how we do. Okay, he's getting another turn. Unfortunately, he's used his A2. His A2 doing about 30,000 right there. Seems quite strong, actually. And his A1, he's doing about 4,000, so about 12,000 total. Yeah, actually, it's not really worth building for damage. Our other characters are doing, well, gosh, they're doing a lot more. Again, his damage would scale up more with increased defense. We do have Staltus and Ragash self-buffing, but still. I think the damage isn't really that impressive. We've got a very strong team here. Very strong characters. We've got lots of crowd control, lots of damage, lots of protection. But nonetheless, let's actually stop the multi-battle. Let's see where we end up. It's just a testament. Doom Tower actually ended up being a fairly tough floor with the Seafees and the Rotus. Yeah, his damage, kind of bad. Maybe we really don't need that crit rate. Maybe we can just ditch the crit rate, honestly. You know what? I think I will do that. Let's actually ditch it. Let's rebuild. I think I got him probably in crit. I've got him in crit rate gloves. Actually, these gloves are pretty good. Triple HP percent and HP. They're almost as strong as a HP glove. So I don't know if it really matters to change them. Let's see if we have HP percent or defense percent. And let's see him with speed on. In bolster. Oh, we do have... Oh, I clicked the wrong button. We do have some. Mithrala has some. Got these. So we'd be gaining... Gosh, look at that. He only gained 700 defense. I don't think this is really worth it, actually. That's funny. Those gloves are so strong. We'll just... We'll leave him the way he is. But looking at it again, yeah, I don't know if we need to give him... Yeah, I don't know if he needs the crit rate. Let's jump into Skinwalkers. Let's try him out. Okay, so let's stitch these. Let's do a more budgety thing. We'll put him in. Accuracy aura in all battles is fine. Do we have anyone else to put in here? It's not crazy OP. You know what, actually? Ooh, he'd be really good. Steel Skull, giving you increased defense, bit of healing. He's perfect to put with Warchief. Yeah, he's perfect. And he's built in everything. That's great. And let's put in what about the hippo? I like the hippo. Hippo built. Oh, no speed. He's fine. Doesn't need speed. He's not a speed booster, right? Not a buffer. He's fine. We'll put in big slow hippo. I mean, let's give it a go. Let's see how it does. I'm expecting this to just work quite easily. You know, with our gear, it should be totally fine. But he should be very strong for this. Now, I do think Skinwalkers is a really strong faction. There he goes in. Now, you can see the size of the shield on our team. Very nice. Again, and remember, a big chunk of it is bolster, but still, here his damage actually quite decent. To be real, quite decent. He's going in with the A1. He's landed a provoke. He's landed the brimstone as well. Good man. Why not? Yeah, Wukong ripping through this, no problem really. But this is a sort of team you guys could probably build just with worse gear. But you know, Wukong, Warchief, sort of assuming you've got him if you want to know how good he is. So it's, you know, building around that. We've got a couple of epics. I do really like the idea of, I can't even remember his name now, the poisony guy with him. I think he's really nice. The defense aura, if you don't need the accuracy from Warchief. Though I do think the Warchief accuracy aura could be quite nifty here. Yeah, like we get to bosses and the brimstone's going to help. I even think just a 1-star is nice. Look at that. He's trying to provoke the boss. No, he's a trier. What can we say? There we go. The bolster shield still persisting. Doing some good work. This should actually be good. Once the shield wears out, we'll actually see what sort of shield he's putting in. We've got no cleanse here, unfortunately. So, oh, I see what the boss reflected the block buffs back on us. That's unfortunate. That might actually... I'm going to take it off auto just to make sure we don't... yeah, I just don't want... Oh, okay, we're mostly running out of these, but kill this. Will this kill the boss? No, we should... Oh, we sheeped him. Okay. I'm going to kind of A1, just so we have... We don't have block buffs on everybody. You smack the boss. You're super slow. These guys are super slow. They're not getting a shield. They're just leave them to die. We can cleanse one of them. Let's cleanse him. There we go. You're cleansed. Okay. Here we go. Maybe putting the block debuffs back out's a mistake. Let's see him smack that boss. He didn't provoke the ad. There's the shield. Unfortunately, we didn't have the increased defense on. It's a decent little shield. It will help you stay alive. I do notice the shield's duration is is that a little bit short? The 2-turn shield, I mean, it's standard compared to others. I feel like, is Brogni a 3-turn shield, or am I imagining it? We'll see after this run. We'll let them just run it out. It might take a little bit of time. Yeah, you know, he's doing some okay damage. He's helping us stay alive. He's been great for controlling the waves. Certainly not essential for skinwalkers. They're such a strong faction. Like, they really are kind of busted these days. One of the better ones, I feel. A lot of good ones in there. Wukong almost finished him off, but not quite. Oh, we're giving him turns. War Drum. Nope. And he's up the health. On the super slow reviver, no less. There we go. The shield is on. Let's see his healing with his A1. He goes in. Heal, heal, heal. A few little ticks of healing there over to Hofferys. And it's not crazy, but it's something. I'll pause it. We'll kill the boss. We'll be right back. Okay, and there we go. So obviously, you know, our best time, you know, we've gone in with a more budget, like a late game gear, an end game gear, really budget team, shall we say. We can see Warchief, his damage, he's contributed some damage. He's done something. It's not nothing. He's protected us. He's healed us a decent amount. If I remove me for a second, Steel Skull did more, but Warchief's not too far behind. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So yeah, I'm like not being super wowed right now. But he just seems solid, right? He seems good. Not crazy. I was thinking a team something like this for him. No, let's switch up this team. I tell you what, let's switch up this team. Let's just take out we'll take out Jeroboam. It's too much healing. Let's put him in like this. Okay, we do need increased defense. Oh, maybe we'll keep in the fusion just cuz he is the fusion. Wait, the fusion doesn't give us increased defense. Oh, why would he? We'll put in this guy. He gives us increased defense, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, who else we put in? So we've got our Provoke. Let's put in some damage. I guess we'll just put in like a Ninja. We put in Ninja Mikage. Is that cheating? Yeah, probably is, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I don't even want this guy in here. I guess we should. And increased defense champs. You know, let's put in Mithrala. Let's take out Mikage. Let's not Mikage it up. Let's go like this. Okay. And who else we put in? Let's see some epics. What do we have in epics? We've got damage, we've got increased speed, decreased defense. Let's see, do we have an epic weaken? A weaken would be quite nice. Let's see about that. Up our damage some. Which one is weaken? That one? Do we have an epic weaken? Not really AoE. Let's put in a whisper. Attack in dungeons. Let's take accuracy in all battles. That one's better. Actually, speed is better. We've got enough accuracy. Let's go. The fun. The team building fun. All right, we've nailed it. Nailed it in one. Okay, so what we actually want to do, I think I have a provoke set on this guy. Here he goes. Boom, 3-turn provoke. Now, actually, one problem you might run into. I wonder what happens when you weak hit. When he weak hits, what happens? Like, if he misses this 3-turn provoke, does he then? We'll just auto for a second. Does he get another attempt? I don't know. I don't know if he gets another attempt or not. That's actually... Let's give this a second here. I don't know. You smack this guy. Oh, there's no weaken out. That's just that. Oh, yeah. You're an A1 weaken. That's why. You got an extra turn anyway. There's a weaken. Good. Oh, no. Smack that. Where is he? So... Also has a chance of placing provokes on all other enemies. I don't think he'd get 2 chances. What you could do is if this guy's the wrong affinity, you'd probably still go for it anyway. You could always hit something that he is strong affinity to, and then just go for this 75% chance to provoke, I think you'd be better off just going for the regular hit. And he can obviously can keep chancing his provoke with his A1 as well, and that's going to scale well with ally attacks and all the rest there. He goes in against Mischief, he's doing some damage. But yeah, it's like he's quite a chill sort of auto type of champion. It's like, okay, I don't know, when there's like a 1-turn provoke, like we can just chill. We'll just wait. Let's just do this. And you can see the shielding. Oh, I probably shouldn't have put Mithrala in. She's shielding as well. We're going to get absolutely tons of heal. Like, look at those heals popping up on us. We're getting smacked and we're getting healed. No problem, right? No problem at all. You know what? Actually, let's free regroup out. I tell you what we're going to do. That actually will make more sense. Let's crank the difficulty up. Through this normal. I want to see his healing. Go to Nightmare. Yeah. Let's get Mithrala out of there. No other shielders. So we do want someone with increased attack for it. Let's go for an aura. Increase attack. Put in the Mikage so we actually do, in theory, 1 key hit. Let's find out. Should be quite good as well. Her ally attack with him should be more healing for us. It should be nice. Okay, so here we go in. He should actually provoke right here. Let's actually target this head. And this is what I think we do. Unfortunately, then we've actually got a little bit of counter synergy where this head is provoked so the Brimstone is useless. That's something for Hydra. Does really make the Brimstone useless. But now we can just target whatever we want. We might not have Hex now on this. In fact, we don't, but we'll have to make do. It's fine. But now we can just leave them to do whatever. And I think what we do now on auto is just we go, oh, there's a mere simple 1-turn provoke left on this head. Okay, at this point, I want to take it off auto and just re-provoke this head, or I want to manually target him, or something like that. I think that's all we want to do. I realize we don't have increased defense here, but let's just assume your gear is worse than mine, and it should be fine. He might struggle, actually, to keep people alive. Well, let's find out. We're certainly going to get smacked in a second. That's for sure. But we're really in, like, absolutely no danger at all of this head ever taking a turn. That 3-turn provoke. He's gone in. He smacked him for some damage. Cool. Got big old shield back on us. Unfortunately, yeah, that 2-turn shield, it is being outrun. And we do have a buff extender as well. But we've got some extra turn champions in here. I'd say this is a bit risky. I'll be completely honest. A little bit risky to run so many extra turn champs without a reviver. But anyway, the theory is just to see sort of how good is he at keeping us alive. We'll let it run for a little bit. Okay, so like look at this point. Oh, this point, he only has that 1-turn provoke. I'm a lazy man. We're just gonna click target this head. Let's just chill. We'll just wait for him to get back to his A2. Could do other stuff. We don't need to. Something else we could do, we could also put him in reflex set, and he's just going to spam that A2 like crazy. Might even just work perfectly on auto at that point. Just spamming his provoke. We can see our team is actually in a little bit of a rough spot health-wise here. But here he goes, Marauder. And look at that. Safety. Just feels safe again. Big shield. Ugo's healing. Not in any danger. We're getting smacked, but we're healing. We're taking poisons, but the shield is healing us. Actually really solid. Good kit. This guy, he's definitely going to help people progressing with Hydra. I think you can see that right here. We're going into Nightmare Hydra, and yeah, we're getting smacked around, but whenever he gets to that A2, we're safe. And gosh, like a 3-turn provoke on Head of Decay. It's just fantastic. That was sort of the problem with with Warchief before. Was that, yeah, he had that 3-turn provoke, but he did literally nothing else. It was like, sure, you stop this head from doing anything, but you all, like, they lose a head, but you kind of lose a champion as well. Now, he's bringing a lot of survivability for your team. It's actually kind of nice. Okay, we just got smacked right there. He's going in Marauder. He didn't want to hit that decapitated head. He was being merciful. Let's target it just to help him out. Yeah, we've got heal reduction, unfortunately, on Ninja, so Ninja's not healing. That's definitely a problem. Mikage, because I didn't build a team, has decided she's swapping to Form 2. She's had it with Form 1. Who needs ally attacks or increased attack anyway? Ninja, never heard of him. We're stunning these unstunnable heads, god damn it. Can we? She's probably going to stay stuck like that as well. I don't know if we can fix it. Oh, dear. Mikage, what have you done? Can we get you back? Oh, one more turn. One more. Okay, she wanted the weekend. You wanted to land the weekend. Okay. That's totally fine. You might actually have her turn next. Okay. Let's switch back and let's never do that again. Oh, she actually prioritizes her A2. That's interesting. No, she would do that. Thought she'd do an ally attack against that head. Let's see. Will he provoke this head over here? And he did. That's great. Yeah, like, you might even run this guy on auto with, like, reflex set. And just leave him on auto. And just like, he's going to provoke it most of the time. Probably wouldn't recommend it. Still targeting would be ideal. But it might work decently well. But yeah, okay, not too bad. I tell you what, let's pause it here. Let's run this one out. We'll see how it goes. And I'll be back. Presuming we get a 1 key. I don't see why we wouldn't at this rate. But I'll be back. All right, folks, we finally done it. God, that took forever. I don't think I've any gear on Ninja. He's definitely missing some gear. There's not much damage happening there. Yeah, oh, he's definitely missing gear. Almost beating my Mikage. That's just funny. Yeah, as you can see, our damage Warchief almost as strong as Ninja. You have it confirmed. No, of course, that's not accurate. He's doing okay. He's doing a bit. He's beating an Ugo. He actually beat Mikage. So, like, his damage, building him in damage, not the worst thing in the world. Brimstone wasn't super useful, but it did a bit. I think it's fine. You can maybe even give him Cruelty. He does have that triple hit A1. Maybe that's better. Because you do have that anti-synergy with him provoking Head of Decay and then putting Brimstone on it, and the Brimstone does nothing. But yeah, not bad. He's also doing a plenty good chunk of healing. He's keeping us alive. I mean, he did heal more than Ugo. Now, he is doing more damage than Ugo, so he's maybe proccing a bit more healing from the leech. But hey, still, not bad. So, yeah, thanks, game. But yeah, for a nice scuffed team, what stats did Ninja have? Oh, I mean, he had 20% crit rate, 115 speed. He was crushing it. And Mikage kept transforming. That's funny. But, yeah, look, Warchief, actually, he's decent. He's definitely decent. I think that's really enough to see. I think he could be helpful for Arena, for, like, earlier game players. He's definitely not end game Arena champion. Yeah, I think you're going into waves. He's provoking. He's giving you the 2-turn shield. Let me just check with Brogni. Does Brogni have a 3-turn? No, it's 2 turns as well. Okay, it is 2 turns as well. Okay, I guess I'm just so used to frickin' buff extenders and stuff now. It just feels weird not to have them, I suppose. Yeah, no, Warchief, he's solid. He is solid, right? Nice shielding, great provoking, healing here as well. Bit more provoking healing on his A1. It's just a simple, straightforward kit. I think very helpful for progressing in Doom Tower, Faction Wars, any of the Cursed City fights you can use him on. He's pretty good. For progressing in Hydra, like, yeah, accuracy aura just stops the Head of Decay doing stuff, keeps you alive. Bit of healing as well. Yeah, he's solid. Great champ. Yeah, it's a good buff. Good buff to Warchief. I'm not like I'm not taking any of my champs out of any of my main teams to put this guy in, but I think as a progression champion, this guy's great. And if I had him, he'd definitely be worth having for, like, I don't know. Again, Skinwalker Faction Crypt is so strong. I don't know if I'd actually use him. Like, for me, if you've got a lot of these legendaries, like Uko, Ragash, Razelvarg, Nishak, Wukong, Marius I'll get soon as well. Like, gosh, there's so many strong ones in there. And you've got, I guess the epics kind of suck. So I don't know if he holds up even with those. Like, would I actually use him? Maybe, though. Maybe just for consistent crowd control. If they do, like, hard mode faction wars sometime, it'd actually be pretty good. Yeah, there you go. That's Warchief. I think he's decent. Progression champ, very good at it. Late game, he's probably more in the vault, but then, like, Brogni's kind of in the vault for me as well. So I don't know, but he's sort of similar sort of type champ. There you go. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed. Obviously, by the way, the big thing I didn't clarify, the big thing that does differentiate him and Brogni is Brogni does reflect some damage back, and that can trigger Giant Slayer, and that actually can contribute to a lot of damage. So Brogni can do a lot of damage with that, the damage reflection. We don't have that with Warchief. That's the big difference, just to clarify. But yeah, no, he's good. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.